What's going on YouTube? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today on Litecoin, Digibyte, and Theta. Those are three we're going to get into for the altcoins. And I want to start off here with Litecoin. Right now we're sitting at $55.51. We're up 1.97%. And we've had some really nice buying pressure come in here. Well above average volume. That's what we're looking for. And what we've been trying to do is obey this purple trend line. We want to continue to keep these higher lows coming in. And now what we did, we had a very strong bullish engulfing candle that got us through all of our moving averages. So we're now trading up above our 20, 50, 100, and 200 moving average. So that's very important. What we want to hold for support, if I can turn this green for us here, we're looking at $53.84 as support. If we drop down a little bit lower, we would look to around $50.67. Those are going to be our support areas if we start to cool down a little bit here. You can see we've had some longer wicks, so we have had some profit taking. The RSI is around 70 right now. So we still have room on the RSI if we want to get another little kick to the upside here if Bitcoin keeps moving as well. Right now, the RSI typically gets up to about 82. And right now it's sitting at about 70. So we still have a little open window here if we want to run up to around 59.17. But like we talked about, Bitcoin's cooling down a little bit now. So that may bring down Litecoin just a little bit in the short term here. But we're going to have to wait and see what the buying pressure looks like and how this candle closes today. The longer the wick up here, the more profit taking that's taking place. Okay, so the overhead resistance would be looking at 59.17, then up to around 62.85. Not financial advice though, but this is a nice time if you're a longer term investor to be sitting in those positions. You know, you take a look and you zoom out and you look how low we actually are in the grand scheme of things for Litecoin. Like I was doing a video on the other day when we were looking at Litecoin at about $46 or whatnot. Now it's 55, so that's a nice little profit there. But you can see how low we are in the grand scheme of things in this market cycle. And now we're just getting to that accumulation stage at the bottom here. So I'm definitely paying attention to that for Litecoin. We're sitting at 55, 52 right now, looking pretty decent. Next one I want to get into is going to be Digibyte. And also if you get some from that, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Appreciate y'all being here with me today. And I hope you have a great weekend as well. All right, so Digibyte, we're sitting at 0.02175. Main thing for Digibyte is for us to hold this 200 moving average, and that's going to be in white. This is all on the daily time frame right now. So we want to continue to hold this area, and that's going to be at 0.02114. I'd have an alarm on that if we start breaking down through that. Then you can start to move to the downside fairly quickly. So I just want you to be aware of that because we've been trading up above it since April 17th. So it's always important to stay up above that 200 moving average. Now, if we can stay up above it, the overhead targets we try to get up above is overhead resistance going to be around 0.02382. And then we try to go up here to around that 0.02540. That's if we get a bounce off here. We need some heavier buying pressure. Right now, we're not getting it. So this is the area we really need to find support for Digibyte. If we get into the technicals, we're looking at a 17 sell, 8 neutral, 3 buy. Oscillators, 3 sell, 7 neutral, and 1 buy. So you can see how Digibyte is behind some of the other coins right now. So that's something I would pay attention to. And if you're here for Digibyte, let me know down low. I appreciate covering it. It's a coin that I like for long-term investing. Then we're going to go into Theta. Theta's at 63 cents. Ever since we were talking about these horn tops up here, just been getting pushed to the downside. We hit my first target there around 59 cents. So that was an area we have had what's looking like tweezer bottoms here if we could get this moving, but we're also going to need some volume. We really haven't been having a lot of volume coming into Theta right now. Theta, what we'd want to do in terms of overhead resistance, we try to get back up above this 20 EMA, and that's going to be in purple, and that's going to be around 67 cents. It's pretty important. Most of the time when we're in uptrends, we'll stay up above that 20 EMA as well as that 50 moving average, and that's what we're fighting with right now. So watch today's candle close. You can see here in pink, that's going to be our 50 moving average, and we're getting squeezed in here. So we may have a little bit more time moving sideways, but this is definitely an area we would want the buyers to step in. If we break down lower, I would look down roughly to about 55 cents, and it'd be down around this 100 moving average at 52 cents. Those are the typical areas you'll get bounces from. You see back in here when we retraced before, we ended up coming back to that 100, wicking down to it before we started moving again. So if we take a look at Theta here on the technicals, we have a 10 sell, 9 neutral, 9 buy. Oscillators, we're looking at a 2 sell, 8 neutral, 1 buy. Moving averages, 8 sell, 1 neutral, and an 8 buy. RSI right now, we're sitting at 46 for Theta. So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, guys. Leave it down low if you like me covering these coins. God bless each and every one of you. And if you give some from this, you want to throw us a host here too, I got some Bitcoin and Litecoin addresses down low if you want to help this channel out. It's always appreciated. God bless you all. Have a great weekend.